Hello and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. My name's Arietta Stormstrike, and I'm excited to say that we are back, even though I am tired. So if I'm a little bit spacey today, more so than usual, that would be why. I didn't sleep well last night. Apparently, I was also talking in my sleep, so that's exciting. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect to develop that trait from my dad's side of the family. But we're going to be taking it a little bit easy today. I'm grabbing this MSQ directly in front of us, and then we're going to just do job quests. We're going to do as many job quests as we can in the time of the stream. So there's that. Also, I want to say a quick thank you to an anonymous IRL friend who has gifted another 10% towards the computer parts upgrade goal so that I'll be able to continue streaming without my computer lighting on fire. So, thank you, anonymous IRL friend. I appreciate you super much. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I feel good about today, even though I am very tired. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into it and start doing those quests because we want to see how many we can do. But first, we have to talk to Kamuxio. Did we have to dance for him? Walking one would talk to this one. This one does not talk to rude ones. Walking one comes to the abode of these ones, though walking one should pay proper respects, which means we have to dance for this one. This is a much cuter dance than the silly Makote dance that I did this the first time with. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Alright. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. So we bring the milk root and the letter to the elder. Hand over. Clicky the hand over. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks and gives many, many thanks. Oh, cutscene. We are already impeded in our goal to do job quests, just because the quest was right in front of us. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. They appeared out of nowhere. Hello there! We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Hello, first-time chatter. Is it okay if I call you Anna? Please correct me if you would prefer that I try to pronounce your whole username, because I'm not quite sure how to do so. Welcome to the stream. We are doing all jobs, all quests for Final Fantasy XIV, and immediately we got caught up in sylph nonsense before continuing. Let's see. Who are these ones? These ones coming from Gridania? Okay, you write in Portuguese. Okay. No, well, it's good to have you here, Anna. Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say, but the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Arietta here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seer herself. Still, you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking One wastes everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. No, whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was it Arietta's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. What are these? I would like sleep. Sleep sounds good. I would love to be able to sleep. Having a good night's sleep would be the best. Okay, so we're gonna pick up this quest from Ida, and then we're gonna go do jobs. Say, Arietta, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing! You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! Ow! There goes those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Oh, Ida. You punk. This is a game, but it has a lot of cinematic cutscenes in it, and just also game cutscenes. So let's see. First, we were going to do Lancer Quest, which is right up here. Oh, there's big old monsters. We're gonna go around. Oh, I forgot. I have a chocobo now. So this is Final Fantasy XIV. It is an online massive multi RPG. And I keep going the wrong way because I am not paying attention to the map. Ah! So we're gonna keep running. But it's... One of the reasons I like this game is because it is so well animated. So yes, the cinematic parts and the cutscenes are very movie-like, and I really appreciate that in game design. Okay, let's check the map again. Right up there. Okay. Is this the destination for the quest that we're doing? I sure hope so. Nope, that's Meat of the Matter. And we're doing Lance of Destiny. I'm gonna... Okay. I'm glad that the closed caption is helping you. Sometimes it's not very accurate, but I try to enunciate so that it can come up with at least similar words to what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're doing Conjurer, Lancer, and Archer. So I'll have those ones picked so that they will show up. That is the wrong button. And... Nope, it's this way. Okay. Aha. Alright, so now we have the wild boars that we need to fight to get to the Lancer quest. I clicked the wrong one. You know, I'm usually not this bad about clicking the wrong things, but today seems to be one of those days. Okay, so wild boar. So Anna, what do you play any video games? Which ones do you like? Oh, okay. Well, again, I'm glad that my closed captions are able to help. I wanted to make sure that as many people as possible could hang out and enjoy. I wish more streamers had closed captions because even though I can hear, I get distracted sometimes, so being able to read what they're saying makes it easier to understand for me. And of course, being able to have people who can't hear what they're saying understand. It's nice being able to have more people that you can spend time with and to enjoy the content with. Yeah. As you might have guessed, I do enjoy playing video games myself. I especially like this one, and as you may have noticed, it does have a lot of the conversations are almost exclusively captioned, which is really nice. There are a few that aren't, but I believe there are settings in place that you can have the cutscenes fully captioned as well. Alright, so we are up to 7 out of 10. And it looks like there's more down here according to our map. Oh, and one just popped up right there. Oh. Okay, it saw us first. Oh, thank you so much, Anna. I really appreciate it. There's so much to do in this one, and I want to see all of it, so it's taking a while, but I'm really enjoying it. Okay. And that was 10, so now we can continue on with the next part of the quest. So for the Lancer quest, we are collecting boar tusks in order to bring out the king of the boars, I believe. I believe that's what he's called. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Anna. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. So, yes. The boar tusks, and now we're going to go into an instanced fight so that we can fight the King of the Boars for the Lancer quest. Or is it Lord of the Boars? We'll see soon. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I'm being perceived as kind. I'd much rather be perceived as kind than not. Alright. And this guy over here, he has been being very rude to the Lancer Guild lately, saying that they're not brave enough, even though that's a major part of what they teach is courage. Alright, so... Oh. Let's back up a little bit so that we can see. Yes, this one. So Kamapua is the name of this boar. And again, he is supposed to be the leader of the boars and much more difficult to fight. So our test of courage out here is to make sure that we are able to stand up to these boars even when we are frightened. Oop. And now there's fire sprites for reasons unknown, and I am having trouble seeing them. Okay. Oh. And a water sprite as well. The forest really doesn't want us out here. Yes, this monster has been attacking the nearby outpost, and a lot of these creatures out here are suddenly a lot more vicious to the people coming through these parts than before. Like that. Knocking people down. And very, very far. You shan't find much sport in these two. Come back another day, my friend. So this man is the leader of the Lancers Guild. Well done, Arietta. You've completed the trial. I trust you now see the truth in my words. Hurling yourself into the midst of danger is not courage, it is folly. No, this proves nothing. I refuse. I refuse to accept. You refuse to accept the weakness within you. No, Arietta, leave him be. Your work here is done. Return to the guild. I shall see you there presently. So another quest in this area was to defeat some of these wild boars because they have been acting so aggressively. Unfortunately, as the guild leader just demonstrated, my character is not yet strong enough to deal with the leader of the boars. But the leader of the boars will back off if given sufficient reason to by someone who is not backing down. Okay. So, Sylphie's trials. I have to go back to Bent Branch Meadows, and to catch a poacher is down at Buscaron's Druthers. So I'm going to teleport to Bent Branch Meadows first, so that we can start working with Sylphie. But I'm gonna have to change jobs. I also want to change the angle of the camera a little bit. Yes, I'm a human rabbit. This is what my character looks like. They also have human characters, elf characters, cat-eared humans with cat tails, lion sorts of creatures, and very, very small little dwarf-like creatures as well to play. And also these people who are kind of like dragons. They have the horns and the dragon tail as well, and scales on different parts of their body. Okay, so we need to change to Conjure so that we can help Sylphie. And there's Sylphie. And it looks like someone else is doing this quest too. Oh, another rabbit lady. Oh, I wasn't sure you'd come. Yes, I'm a girl just like in the game. You are kind to help me. I've done nothing but mock you. Well, if you're ready, the corrupted soil is just there. I promise I'll be paying attention. Okay. So over here is the corrupted soil that we have to help show Sylphie how to handle. One of the things about Conjurer as a job is that it's very nature-based. So being able to work with the spirits of nature is very important, and being able to help the spirits so when things get out of alignment is the job of the conjurer. Okay. And so we have dealt with the tainted earth sprite, and now we talk to Sylphie again. Ah! I wasn't scared. I was just a little startled, that's all. It was as if a mass of solid wrath had erupted from the ground. I've never felt anything like... never mind. We have to head to the Bannock next. Well, let's get this over with. Okay. Ah, I got stuck on the fence. Okay, so next we're going to be dealing with corrupted air sprites. This seems to be the place. I'll be watching, so do whatever it is you do. Yesterday I was very worried because I thought that they were going to be doing maintenance on the game. Oh, yes. You can have a puppy in this game. You can have many different minions. So I have a kitten, and this is a little wolf puppy that I have. And I also have a dust bunny, which is just a little dust or soot monster with long ears. And this is a robotic rabbit, which is very cute. So there's my little puppy. And he'll follow me around. Of course, I'm happy to. Okay. Oh, Need to be able to see what I'm doing. That is very important. Gods, the wind blew straight through me. It felt both gentle and sharp at the same time. I can't explain it. This is something you can conjure? Let's be on our way. The last one is at Lilystone. Okay, so Lilystone. Okay, so we go straight south. Well, more or less straight south. First we have to get out of this giant tree. But yes, I misread the notice about when they were going to do maintenance on the game, so I was very worried that we wouldn't be able to play today. But it turns out that maintenance starts tonight, much, much later. And I'm very glad. I didn't want to miss coming to hang out. And the last one is a water sprite, water spirit. Oh, and these have a little symbol over their head that show that I need them for my hunts log. This is basically a hunting log that shows you things that you can fight against to improve your skills in whatever job you are playing. One of the interesting things about the storyline for the Conjurer job is that all of these creatures are, again, much more aggressive than they normally would be. And you know that a lot of that has to do with the fact that the nature spirits are out of alignment. The tainted water is here. Show me how it's done then. The giant pig was scary, yes. The lake is so beautiful. I never noticed how clearly the sky is reflected in the surface. I never noticed. Let's head back. I'm ready to speak with the guildmaster now. Okay, so she's going to head back, but we have one more job that we need to take care of before we continue. I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays at this time, both Tuesday and Friday. So for me, my time zone is Pacific Daylight Time, and I stream from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on those days. Okay. Happy to answer questions. Looks like there's a lightning storm in this area right now. Ah, I see. Okay, so where on the map? So it is inside this building. It's just that I have other quests here as well. Ah, you must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the God's Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deemed them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? 'Cause they ain't no common poachers. They're Pawa Mujak's gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead, but I reckon she's hiding out there somewhere. Thing is, I can't just send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits, see? We stay out of their territory and they don't make no trouble at the Druthers. That being so, if I summoned the massed ranks of the Whalers and Quivermen, all 7 hells would swiftly break loose, assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it, though, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead, and all without raising no alarms. We understand. You may leave the matter to us. Lee, Arietta, split up and scour the area for any sign of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will convene to compare our findings ere long. Go. And here are some of the cat people. Quite a number of them, actually. Okay, so we go over here. And there's a poacher's arrow in this tree. Okay, that's 1 of 3. I'm gonna get on my chocobo just to walk a little faster while I look. Ah, there's another shiny spot. Ah, an iron leg trap. Alright, that's 2. We already looked up here, didn't we? Oh, there it is. Oh. And of course. Okay, so let's get out where we can see him. Ah. Okay. And empty mead bottles. Apparently their drink of choice. And we are to wait at the destination. There. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. And these mead bottles are but old refuse, from before the Druthers was even built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Silver? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Twelveswood. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Mikote hunters. Mikote are the name of the cat people. She was apprehended once and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was ever even here? I say we inform the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscaron, and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Gridania, Lee. Pawa Mujak is a savage and utterly amoral poacher whose actions, however indirectly, threaten the city's well-being. But what would a vagrant like you know of duty to one's homeland? No more than she, I suspect. How dare you? And you, Arietta, say something. Now is not the time for this. Humph, very well. We will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues we have gathered. Look all you want, though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching. There is nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Arietta? I think we need to know more about the empty mead bottles. Because we've learned what we can from the arrow and the trap. Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you, those bottles predate the Druthers. They have no connection with this matter. But if these bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait. Before the calamity, Buscaron once served as a sentry. Yet even then, he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern, and it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived... Of course, Buscaron's scar, his old lookout post. It may not be Pawa Mujak, but we must investigate at once. I still really like the area around here. It's very pretty. Okay. And there are a lot of Kikirns here. They are a type of rodent people. Kind of like a mouse or a rat. Can we get there quietly? Oh, nope. Uh-oh. Okay. No! I keep drawing their attention. Okay, let's get in before another one finds us. Also, please let me know if the captions freeze. Sometimes they do that. Any signs? Look, the ground is covered in Mikote footprints. These tracks are fresh, very fresh. I'll wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled, else they're hiding near. Hi, Seki, welcome! Uh-oh. Take cover! Eh? And there I was thinking we'd caught ourselves some of the meddling, bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining. Hiding your face downright bloody rude when you ain't been introduced. So, Seki, I'm pretty sure Alia Po is a rank, not a name. So, you know how Graha Tia has the last, quote-unquote, last name Tia, as does every other male Makote in the entire game? I'm pretty sure Alia Po is a female honorific. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know it ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? Oh, it is a name. Well then, I was wrong. You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I have heard it all. They have us outnumbered. No, we had best split up. The leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from the litter. Silver, Arietta, the rest I leave to you two. Okay, and here we go. I very much don't like being stabbed. Please stop stabbing me. Okay. I forgot which buttons I use for this job. Oh. And I've been trapped, and I can't see. No healing, please, thank you. Where's the healer? There's a hunter, I don't see the healer. Okay, hunter. Ah, there's the healer. Target not in line of sight. Oop. Sometimes it's hard to get the camera angle to look the correct direction. Alright, I believe that's it. Duty complete. Now we're gonna get attacked by more rat people. Was that the last of them? Have you seen Alia Po? With me, Arietta. Tisk tisk. That was a piss-poor showing, sister. And you call yourself a keeper. A hunter with no fangs ain't got nothing but prey. Oh, it ain't nothing but prey. Sometimes I could do better at reading. Ah, bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing you, sister. Okay. Oh, it did move us out of the way, thank goodness. Okay. So, we need to go report to Buscaron. And then we'll be able to go turn in 3 quests to Gridania. Not bad for the first 45 minutes. And being sidetracked by an MSQ cutscene. Seven hells. They were at my old post, and they drank my old mead? That stings most of all. Well, 'tis past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messengers to the wood whalers and God's Quiver. The red-bellied bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Of course, Pawa Mujak's no fool. She knows as she's been spotted, she'll break camp and be long gone by the time the next bell sounds. And the trail won't stay fresh long, neither. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Lucienne I appreciate the help. Yep. Gridania. Yep, Lancer quest. We already did the Conjurer quest and the Lancer quest. No. Archer. We were on Archer. Just now. We already did the Lancer quest at the very beginning. I can remember. That's a thing I can do. Okay, Archer's Guild. Oh, and it looks like we have a new quest on the map. Potentially. Okay. Welcome back, Arietta. Silver tells me that you encountered Pawa Mujak. No Gridanian could fail to recognize that name. So oft has it been spoken, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the God's Quiver and Wood Whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your growing mastery of our art. Ah, and I was surprised to note that Lee and Silver were not at loggerheads upon their return. I assume we owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence? No? Modest to the last. Truly, your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share that perspective with your peers and help them grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forth and temper your skills in battle, know that we always look forward to your return. That's so nice. Okay, so we're going to compare items. That's 3 levels with 2 materia slots. And that is 3 levels. Not all that much better except in defense. And that's 3 levels with 2 materia slots. And not great. So we're just going to get the jacket. Okay. This little skirt is starting to get very short in appearance. More so than before because it doesn't have the jacket over it. The longer jacket, rather. Okay, Lancer. And we'll go to the Lancers Guild. But first we'll check to see if this new gear works on Lancer as well. Yes, it does. I will not lie to you, you are no match for the Lord of the Bramble Patch. That was his name. That was the name of the large boar. Had you betrayed any hint of fear, he would have gored you in the space of a moment and feasted on your entrails. But you stood your ground, holding fast to your composure and resolve. Thus were you able to stare terror in the face and survive unscathed. Well done, Arietta. You have overcome the greatest hurdle in the quest to become a master of your own courage. You may now bring to bear the full extent of your abilities upon even the mightiest of foes. As for Falquez, well, if there is a shred of reason left in him, he will have learned the self-same lesson as you this day. Painful though the experience must surely have been, one can only hope that it will serve to open his eyes to the truth. Go forth, Arietta, and prepare yourself for further trials. I look forward to our next meeting. Okay, so that's just another goatskin jacket. So the arm guards were basically the same, but had better defense. And the leg guards, again, they're not great. They're pretty identical. And we have I can't remember the name, the feather that grants us more experience, so we want to keep that. What was the difference with the arm guards? Well, more defense. We'll just take the more defense. Okay. That was the wrong button. Archer. And we will give the arm guards to the archer as well. And now we change to conjure. Yes, a lot of duplicate rewards, and that's part of the reason why I'm happy about it, because it means that I'm not missing out on good gear that I otherwise wouldn't get. Okay, so it's down to the Conjurer's Guild. Because you can only pick one of the armor options, and sometimes more than one are necessary in order to have a good build. While we're heading down that way... Oh! Apparently I hadn't upgraded in a while. The feather headpiece and EXP ring will work if you get level synced down. That's nice. So it'll work in the low-level dungeons, which is really cool. Welcome back, my avid conjurers. How fared you in your encounter with the elements? Sylphie, what did you sense as Arietta cleansed the sources of corruption? It's hard to explain. It was like hearing voices crying out in joy. And I felt their happiness wash over me. The world seemed sharper, more alive. It was almost as if nature were speaking to me. But why, Brother Isumi? Why did my mother teach me to avoid this side of conjuring? What was she so afraid of? There are certain truths that hide behind the mask of our words, and there is much that your mother didn't tell you, but you needn't seek all the answers at once, Sylphie. Even now, your mind founders amid a sudden inundation of awareness. The first time we connect with nature can be a wonderful but disorienting experience. I suggest you allow yourself some time to adjust to this new perspective. Yes, Guildmaster. You have my gratitude, Arietta. Thanks to you, Sylphia has taken a most important step. You heard her mention voices crying out in joy, did you not? It appears the mother's gift has been passed on to the daughter. Such sensitivity is not something one can achieve through meditation and training, but a blessing that only a few fortunate chosen receive. And as you have no doubt surmised, Sylphie's mother was one such person. Did you not put a space after a period? Is that what it's telling you? Because sometimes that's... Yeah, it did get super deleted. I have no idea. Oh, 11 messages. What? What? I think it deleted all of what you have said in chat so far today. Yeah. I'm sorry that my bot super excited about what you had to say and decided that none of what you said was okay. The misunderstanding of that blessing, however, was what led her down such a tragic path. We cannot allow Sylphie's astonishing talents to consume her in the same manner. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. The girl has barely awoken to her potential. Your bot got all-powerful and nuked me. Yeah. It kinda did, didn't it? And for that potential to be realized, your support is yet needed. I suspect she failed to mention that the promise of your involvement in her lessons was the reason for her change of heart. You underestimate the impression your quiet determination has made on young Sylphie. If modesty prevents you from acknowledging your own good deed, consider this task part of your training. For conjurers are healers of wounds, so be they physical or otherwise. Walk with her on this journey, Arietta, and together explore the myriad mysteries of nature. Okay, so that is 1 level with 2 materia slots. That is 4 levels and materia slots. And that is also 4 levels and 2 materia slots. So let's look at the actual stats. So the boots are best. Okay. Sorry for the cutout in music. I needed to switch windows real fast. I thought those were better shoes. Apparently the game doesn't agree. Okay. Yeah. I thought... Where did the shoes go? Oh, level 22, that's why they're good. I'm not high enough level yet. That makes more sense. Okay, where did my pen go? I need to be able to mark off what we've done so far. Okay, so Archer, Lancer, Conjurer. So now in Gridania we have Leatherworker, Carpenter, and Botanist. Leatherworker is close. No. Carpenter. One of them is close. I will find one of them that works. Yeah, I'm actually kind of concerned that the chatbot fully erased all of your comments. For what it thought was a link. So I'm gonna have to look into that after stream. I'm gonna have to look into that because that seems a little bit extreme. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. This is why we check our map constantly. Because sometimes we are facing the wrong direction. Why is it still saying Lancer even though we are a Carpenter? That doesn't seem right. Did we already pick this up? That's what it is. We already picked this quest up. Okay. So, Botanist, Leatherworker, and Carpenter. So Carpenter, Materia Enhanced Iron Lance. Alright, so Iron Lance. Let's see if we have one. We do have one in the armory chest, but I wonder if it's the one we're using. It is in fact the one we're using. So sort. Okay, so let's make a new one. I need 1 lumber, 2 iron ingots, and 1 hard leather. So let's start with Leatherworker. That was the incorrect button. That was probably not enough words for it to know. Oh, it's right there. Excellent. Okay. Okay. And it said 2 iron ingots, correct? My computer seems to be slowing down a little bit. 2 iron ingots. From blacksmith. There. Okay. And now we can switch back to Carpenter. And make that Iron Lance. Okay, so what is this new button we have? Increases the efficiency of next touch action by 100%. Okay. So we're going to do Waste Not. Get a little bit of that CP back and do basic touch. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. This one is a little bit more challenging than I remember it being, but that's okay. We should still be able to. Oh, it needs 4, doesn't it? So, and we don't have enough. Veneration. I think we might have broke it. Oh! Just barely. Okay, we have a really nice iron lance now. But do we have any materia? That is the question. We do! Spell, speed, direct hit, and determination. Any of which are fine. Okay, so this is the iron lance. We want to meld materia, so let's just add a determination to it. We have enough equipment and enough use of it that we will be able to get plenty more materia later. Is your lance ready? I am eager to see what you have wrought. You do not disappoint, Arietta. Your lance exceeds my expectations. These formidable weapons were originally intended for use by the Ishgardian cavalry, and were designed with the aim of maximizing their bearer's effectiveness on the field of battle. By utilizing the speed of his mount, a lance-wielding knight could easily deliver a devastating blow that would cripple, if not outright kill. But this mode of attack placed significant strain on both the rider and his weapon. Should the latter fail, the knight would be left defenseless. Needless to say, the Iron Lance proved to be anything but prone to failure, eventually prompting Gridania's woodwhalers to adopt it as their own. The differences between the modern Gridanian weapon and the Ishgardian original are not so substantial, amounting to little more than a smaller van plate. Our lancers do not require the same protection as a mounted knight you see. Fascinating, is it not? The history of our weapons, the history that our weapons carry, how they change and evolve to meet different demands. Truly, all things possess potential for growth: weapons and armor, forests and cities, and aspiring carpenters. Remember this too, Arietta. The Iron Lance is a marvelous weapon, not because it does not bend at the moment of impact, but because it does not break. To bend yet not break, to endure and preserve, and finally triumph. When When I gaze upon this lance, I am reminded of the singular importance of resolve, a quality I saw in you when you first joined us, and that will serve you well in the future. Whatever troubles you may face, remain resolute as an iron lance, and you will succeed. Okay, so... And we can't use... Or can we use? I don't remember. Okay, so this is 20 with higher control and 2 materia slots. That's 14 difference with higher control and 2 materia slots. I believe the pants are better. Okay, we are still able to use the friendship circlet, so I think we're going with the purple pants. Okay. Level up. Those are very nice purple pants. The shoes are still very silly, though. Okay, so next on the list is going to be leather worker. So I think I can just go straight through this little passageway and it'll drop me off right next to it. Or close enough at any rate. Ha! Right next to it. So what did I need to make? Or... I hate when the geometry shows up unannounced. Okay, so it wants materia enhanced goatskin leggings. Goatskin. I might have left my goatskin materials in my retainer. Goatskin leggings. So I need 2 Aldgoat leather. So when you zoom all the way out, you see these different pieces that show up, and sometimes the parallax of seeing my character move or the things move in front of my character makes me dizzy, and I don't like it. So from this side, you can see that it's a frame that has leather in it, but from this angle, it just looks bad. Okay, I'm gonna go get my Aldgoat leather from my retainer. This person has a frog head, and a very cute outfit to go with the frog head. Okay, so summoning bell. And our little boy Emerin. And he's completed a venture for us for ram horns. So let's see if he needs any new armor. So we don't have any hats for him, of course. So this is a level 5 and he's level 7. So that's not any better. Oh goodness. It is not sorting very well, is it? So level 5, level 6. 28, 28. 29, 29. So it loses a dexterity but gains defense. Is that better? I think it's better because its item level is how it's measured. No new gloves. No new pants. No new shoes. And I don't think I have any extra jewelry. Well, at least he has a cute new shirt. Okay, so we're going to assign him another venture. Ooh, he can get bigger ones now. Beastkin blood and marmot steaks. I'm sure we need all of this stuff for our various crafting, but I'm going to go with the marmot meat. Alright, and now we also need to withdraw Ald goat skin. Wait, I thought I didn't have any. Okay, retrieve from retainer. What else do I need? It was the... goatskin leggings. Then the previous one? Okay, and undyed cotton cloth. So I have 4 cotton yarn there. Do I have any cotton cloth in here? No. Okay, so I think I have what I need. Okay, so first we're going to make that cotton cloth by going over to Weaver. Okay. Okay, and now we can go back to Leatherworker and make the Aldgoat leather, except that we don't have any illumin. Do we have any in... No. How do you get illumin? From Drybone, you say? Well, illumin gets very expensive very quickly, if I remember correctly, so let's check the market boards real quick, and if it's obnoxious, we will go get more by mining it ourselves. That's not too bad. Okay. It'll come in different forms. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that based on real-world speculation, alumina is a type of aluminum oxide used, well, the way I know it to be used is aluminum oxide can be used in the dyeing process in order to help the color stick to whatever you're dyeing. I believe it's called a mordant. I could be wrong, but that's my best guess. Okay. Goatskin leggings. Okay. That's probably close enough. Yep, very nice. Okay, and now we attach materia. And let's just give it some direct hit rate. And now we can go turn those in. So one of the things that I found really funny while adjusting my settings to make sure that I could still play the game with my computer acting up how it has, is that there's the wet surfaces option. And yeah, it's very obvious that this is a video game and the geometry doesn't change because the hair looks just as nice after coming out of the rain as it did going in. Whereas in real life, my hair at least gets very, very frizzy. Are the leggings ready yet? I trust you didn't forget to attach materia to it. Well, they could be worse. I don't know how long you've been about this adventuring business, Arietta, but did you know that leggings were once no more than strips of cloth or leather? It's true. We used to wrap each leg with a single long strip from ankle to knee. Nowadays, of course, designs which extend to the thigh are far more popular. Soft, lightweight leggings like these provide the balance of protection and flexibility demanded by the wood whalers and the god's quiver. And adventures like your good self. Based on your leggings, I'd say you understood well the importance of these qualities, not to mention the basics of materia melting. Indeed, if I were to judge your performance on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give you a 6. No, a 7. The remaining 3 points, you ask? Quite simple, really. Your leggings were made from skins which were taken from living creatures. The 12's wood is filled with a wealth of life, which we leather workers must take in order to craft our products. Do you know how that old goat lived? How it was killed and skinned? Do you understand how these skins find their way into our hands? To understand this process is to understand life itself. Those leather workers whose creations truly deserve to bear the name of Fen Yi have faced this burden and accepted it. To them, it's simply truth. Therein lies the difference between the good and the great. Your leggings are fine, Arietta, and it is you that needs improvement. Call me an incurable optimist, but I do not think it beyond you. Study your materials and learn their history. Practice your craft and keep discovering new techniques. That is still your path forward. And who knows? Mayhap one day I'll allow you to represent the guild in the annual exhibition and pit your skills against the finest craftsmen in all of Gridania. Of course, that day, should it ever come, is yet a long way off. Still, it is good to have a goal, however distant, is it not? Did you also eat the grass of the old goat? Did you bathe like the old goat? You must Fantasia into the old goat. I would not be at all surprised if Jiva would ask that of us. Okay, so Initiate's Gloves. That's a 10 level difference with +4 control and 2 materia slots. And I forgot that I just got the pants. I just got the cotton breeches, so we're gonna get the gloves. Getting all sorts of level ups today. Okay, so we're going to update the gear, and then we're going to go back to Carpenter and update the gloves. And now we are doing Botany Quest, which we probably also need to update the gear for. Nope, never mind. Control is the stat that determines how much quality you get. Yeah, I vaguely remember, I used to know all of this very well because I kept having problems when... it's making me go places. I have to go to Western Lenosha. Take yourself to Aleport. Okay, well, first we're going to Aleport. When the quest still required that everything you make was a high quality item, I had so much trouble finding enough control for the gear that I was using. It just never was enough. And there were a few quests where I had to purchase the completed high quality items because I could not make them myself. Yes, but that means that I would actually need to remember it. Though that is also a very good tip. What Seki said is that if you hover over them, they give you a little tip as to what they actually do. So gathering, for example, affects the rate at which items are gathered. Perception affects the item yield when gathering as a botanist or miner, and the size of fish when fishing or spearfishing. Okay, this mature tree. This mature tree has carbonized matter. So, we don't really need this, but we can use it since we're not doing much of anything else. How many? 15? Okay. I forgot, I need that for the mining quest as well. Where's the tree? There it is. Jump! Jump! No! Fine, I'll go around. But it was worth trying. Yeah, I've made a lot of my high level crafted items on my main character using Hasty Touch and Master's Mend. And it worked for me. It was the only way I was able to make some of them. Yeah, that was the issue. I ran out of CP in order to finish crafting the items, so I just used Hasty Touch and got really lucky with a lot of those. And no, I'm not going to just sit here and keep using Botanist to get all the carbonized matter that I need for my mining quest as well. I'm actually going to go mine those things. Though while I'm out here, I think this is very nearby to where the mining needs to be done. Well, I got one extra. Yeah, let's change to miner real quick and see. Because I believe that is really close by. Where is... Ah. So... Deneville checkpoint in Middle Lenosha. So we have to go to Middle Lenosha. Oh, but what is that rocky outcropping right there? Oh. I could use some mudstone and limestone. Okay. So, if we go to Middle Lenosha, that's going to be Summerfort? Yes. Since we're already here. Okay. So it shouldn't be that high, should it? I think she said I needed a sledgehammer, grade 1 carbonized matter, 3 Yalm Bend. So that is to the north. It would have been faster to run from the other direction, but that's fine. And we're going to turn on our sneak skill so that we do not get ambushed by monsters. But I'm pretty pleased with how much progress we're making today. Ooh, there's that guy again. The level 50 elite hunts? Elite mark? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Even with the chocobo, it still feels so incredibly slow compared to my chocobo on my main character, which flies really, really fast. Okay, so rocky outcrops are what we're looking for. And we need 14 more carbonized matter. I'm still very excited that I've gotten a little bit farther in my goal for being able to afford replacement computer parts. My computer has been running especially hot because where I live, it is well into the triple digits again. So it's over 100 degrees today, as it was yesterday, as it will be for pretty much the rest of this week and much of next week. So being able to have new parts coming in at some point in the near future would be super helpful, because it means that my computer won't overheat while I'm streaming, because that would be bad and it would prevent me from being able to continue streaming. So I'm very thankful for the progress. In early 14, you had to craft your own dark matter to repair gear. I would not at all be surprised. I think that is part of what the quest said, that until recently, you had to craft your own dark matter. And that very much seems like a thing that would have been required in 1.0. Okay, I lost count. How many do I have? I also lost track of where they are. Oh, there it is. Grade 1 dark carbonized matter, and I have 36, which is enough for both quests. the idea of that total sustainability is really cool, but it also would take forever. I would rather pay the very small amount of gold in order to get that done. I should have waited before combining all of my, what's it called, materia over at Mutamix's bonfire. I believe it's called bonfire. Because I could have had more materia with which to do all of my level 20 quests. Silly me. Okay. Since we're in Limsa, no, I'd rather just get these turned in and continue that way so that I don't lose track. You just like hitting rocks. One thing I am excited for is that I should be able to have my second monitor up and running for the next stream. So that'll be nice. It'll make my screen less cluttered because right now it is a bit of a mess to have the game, the streaming, the platform, the captions, the chat bot, and the chat window, so that most of all of them are showing in some way or another. So that I can see the necessary things. Okay, so Sandra. Fufusha sent you to learn about materia, you say? Very well, bring me 15 fragments of grade 1 carbonized matter and we'll talk. I did. Naturally occurring coal infused with dark matter is what the little tip says. It seems Fufusha has high hopes for you. Very well, let us speak of materia. The art of crafting with materia is yet new to Eorzea. It was borne to our shores by a goblin scholar named Mutamix some few years ago. Put simply, the process begins with extracting materia from old gear. This is then attached to another piece of gear, enhancing the item's properties. Mind you, it's not as if any half-wit could do the attaching. No, it takes a skilled craftsman with the necessary knowledge and experience. And once the process also required substances known as catalysts. The carbonized matter you have gathered is one such substance. But then they discovered a way to attach materia without the stuff, and we botanists are a little more idle for it. Such is the way of progress. And that, my friend, is materia in brief. Now, I'd thank you not to ask me about the workings of it. That sort of scholarly stuff is beyond my fathoming. If you wish to know more, perhaps even try your hand at crafting with materia, I suggest you seek out the goblin Mutamix. It's said he has his camp at a place called the Bonfire, out in the wilds of central Thanalan. Oh, and keep in mind that materia comes in a great many varieties, each granting unique benefits to the gear it's attached to. I dare say you'll lose count of all the kinds you come across on your adventures. If I were you, I'd try to find a craftsman who'd be willing to attach materia for me. Chances are there's such a person amongst your list of acquaintances. Okay, so initiate slops are 5 levels and 2 gathering, 1 perception. 4 levels, 2 gathering. And 8 levels, 3 perception, and 2 slots. So I believe the pants are going to be best, and then we can probably get the duckbills and gloves from our other 2 gathering jobs. We're getting so many levels from this as well. Oh, those pants are very bright red. Okay, So that's all of the Gridania jobs. So since we've already started by getting the mining quest done, let's head over to Ul'dah to work on the jobs over there. I think after this, I am going to eat some of that fruit cobbler that I made last night. Because I didn't get to last night, because it didn't cool down until much later than my bedtime. I was having a day yesterday. Just, it seemed like so many things were either lost, broken, or otherwise made unavailable for one reason or another. And one of those things was the recipe for this cobbler. It uses a batter instead of a biscuit type dough. I believe it's going to be the Houston strip, maybe. And I was so sad because I couldn't find the recipe again. And by the time I had whined and moaned about not being able to find the recipe again, I was able to find it. Of course. And then when I did find it, I had planned on using strawberries. Well, the strawberries I was going to use had gone bad. I thought I had some mixed berries in the freezer. Those were frostbitten. And so I finally found some apples in the back of my refrigerator, and I was able to make an apple cobbler. And then I wasn't able to have any because it was too late at night by the time it was done. It was very disappointing. How goes your search for carbonized matter? Don't forget, it's 15 fragments I want. Precisely 15 fragments of grade 1 carbonized matter. Well done, Arietta. Now, I expect you're keen to learn about materia. Well, the first thing I should tell you is that it's not been around for long, in Eorzea at least. Knowledge of its use only came to our shore a few years back. The process of enhancing the equipment goes something like this. First, you take well-worn gear and extract materia from it. Don't ask me how. Then you take the materia and attach it to the item you want to enhance. It's this procedure known as melding that once required catalysts like the kind you brought me. I should mention at this point that the actual task of melding is something that only skilled disciples of the hand should attempt. That's weavers, goldsmiths, and so on. These people used to depend on us disciples of the land to supply them with catalysts, but then catalyst-free melding was discovered, and we lost not a small source of work. But that's just progress for you, and I try to be happy for it. Now, there are various kinds of materia, each offering unique benefits. And as I'm sure you've guessed, some of them can be exceedingly useful to miners. It's these which I recommend you seek out. Once you've found a materia you like, you just need to ask a friendly disciple of the hand to do the melding for you. I'm sure there's one among your acquaintances. Okay, so was it the shoes or the gloves? So that's 4 levels and 2 gathering. Many more levels and 3 perception. I'm gonna go for the perception. Missing something instead of someone. Yeah, please don't lose your gram. I'm pretty sure no one would appreciate you losing your grandmother. Okay. I look very silly in my brightly colored pants. Hi, Para. How are you today? Okay, so Let's do Goldsmith, Weaver, and Alchemist, since those are just relatively quick because all I have to do is make stuff. Okay, so brain go burr. I definitely feel that. After not sleeping well last night, amongst not sleeping well for other nights, not having to think too hard was definitely an incentive to get all these job quests done. Okay, Staghorn Staff. So let's get over there so that we can have the materials nearby. So, Goldsmith. Oh, it's super nearby. I almost didn't even need to do that. Okay, so now we're over here. Staghorn Staff. If it'll load. Okay, so Antelope Horn and Marbled Eye. I don't have any Marbled Eye. And I don't have any Antelope Horn. I wonder if either of these things are... No, not the receptionist, the supplier, please, thank you. Marbled Eye, so we at least have that. How many did I need? One Marbled Eye. Yeah. Shop selling price. Yeah, none for the Antelope Horn. But that's a good tip. I didn't even think about that. Okay, one Marbled Eye. And so for the Antelope Horn, we have to go buy some over at the market. Well, that's very generous of them to sell it for 1 gil. Okay, limited means Beast Tribe quest. Good to know. Okay, so... Staghorn Staff. Synthesize. So what are you up to today, Para? If you don't mind my asking. Yes, that'll be enough. Perfect. Okay, and now I need to attach a materia. Meld. And we can deliver this one. Since I'm already over here, I am going to double check to see what we need for the other jobs in case I end up having to come back here to buy more materials. Okay, so for this one, it is hard leather grimoire. Just a hard leather grimoire? Engraved hard leather grimoire. We just made one of these. Search for item. Okay, none of that. Search for item. Nope. Okay, so goodness. Okay, so we have the cotton yarn and the elm log. We need hard leather. Let's just make this easy, possibly, and look at the recipe tree. Okay. So we need 2 iron sand. I'm going to grab a piece of paper. We have the viscous secretions in our who's it. We have the animal hide we need for the hard leather. We have the elm log. We have the cotton yarn that we need. And we need an additional 2 hard leather and a yew log. So we have all the things except for the iron sand. So, iron sand. Okay, so now we go over to the summoning bell and make sure we get the viscous secretions and other items we need. Okay. Did we need anything else from our retainer? Possibly, possibly not. Let's start by getting that enchanted ink. It was enchanted iron ink. And synthesize. Okay. So we have the enchanted iron ink, so let's go back to alchemy, hard leather grimoire. So we also need 3 hard leather, I believe. Yes, because we need 2 more from here. So 3 hard leather. So we'll go on to leatherworker. Okay. Okay, there's 1. Two. That was the wrong button, but okay, sure. This is what I get for using thumb buttons on my mouse instead of actually clicking the buttons on my screen. Okay, so now that we've done the leatherworking, we can switch back to Alchemist and make the hard leather grimoire. Synthesize. Okay, now we need this button. Okay. And we have the hard leather grimoire. Now we need to make the engraved hard leather grimoire. Synthesize. Yay! We did the thing. Okay, so now I have some materia to extract from the gear that I'm presently using. Oh, and I forgot to upgrade this gear. So that probably could have been faster and easier if I were using all the recommended gear that I needed. And while we're here, just repair things. Oh my goodness, time has flown so quickly today. I was not expecting that. Okay, so now we are melding some materia. Yeah, sure. Okay, so our last item is going to be a weaver item. Let's knock that out very quickly. Okay. And let's get our new gear on real quick just to make sure that we don't forget. So, materia concerns. Do I already have what I need? Oh. In here, materia enhanced cotton actin. Did I already make that? I don't think I already made that. I have a cotton actin. Okay, so... But I have to talk to Redolent Rose first, that's right. Before he finalizes that quest. Okay, and if that's the case, I'm going to turn in the Goldsmith and Alchemy quests first. How goes your endeavor to attach materia, Arietta? The crystallized essence of past experience, so easily inherited. This is all rather silly. Would it not be more simple to attach materia directly to self? Gigi would be glad to try inserting crystals into Greenhorn's skull. No, bad Gigi. That isn't how materia works. Oh, please don't misunderstand him, Arietta. I'm certain he means well. As for your staff, it's very well made, and the materia is perfectly melded. Nicely done. Perhaps you're wondering who would prefer a staff with a headpiece of bone over one studded with jewels. Well, the thaumaturges favor such equipment. Fangs and horns are the weapons of beasts, used to kill and defend. Few materials are better suited than those for channeling the dark arts, or so I understand. I'm the furthest thing there is from a trained thaumaturge, but even I can sense the arcane magics residing in this staff. Anyway, I trust you've learned something today about the importance of searching the markets and about how to handle materia. I hope this knowledge serves you well in your future endeavors. Okay, so did I get the pants or the gloves? I don't have the gloves, which means I probably picked the pants. No! What? I'm gonna start that over because I don't think I actually... Nope. Okay. We're just gonna skip ahead through all the dialogue because I didn't have my equipment on me. I just needed to get the gold. I should have known this. Yeah, so I have the same pants and same gloves, and I don't need the hat yet, so we're going to take the gold. Quest complete. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the alchemist real quick, and we're going to change into our new nice gear first. Okay. So few minutes left. Okay. I have every confidence in your aptitude for these time-consuming errands. Do you recall your task, yes? I shall be needing that leather-bound tome, with materia attached if I'm to strike this undesirable duty from my list of distractions. Ah, and not a moment too soon. You may see yourself the Arcanist. You may see for yourself the Arcanist's reaction to your undoubtedly fine work. I sent word that he should visit the guild forthwith, thus avoiding the tiresome business of delivery. Great Thaliac, this is a masterful creation. This is to be my grimoire? And look, it's bound with materia just as I asked. Would you expect aught less from the assistant of the guildmaster himself? Now, Arcanist, before you depart, perhaps you might favor the creator of your new tome with an explanation of its nature. Eh? The nature of my grimoire? Well, yes, of course. For an arcanist to weave his spells, he must conjure in his mind the image of distinct mystical diagrams known as arcane geometries. These geometries are inscribed upon the pages of a grimoire, such as the one you constructed at my request. The most important aspect of any grimoire is the quality of the ink used to illustrate its pages. Geometries drawn with ink that is especially conducive to the flow of aether allow the arcanist to more effectively channel his magic strength. Thus, when one is in need of a new grimoire, one must turn to an expert in the making of this liquid gold, an alchemist. And, Thaliac be praised, I was blessed with the attentions of a true artist. Should I ever wish to add or enhance my tome, I know exactly to whom I will turn. Thank you, Master Alchemist. Master Alchemist now, is it? I suppose you must appear so to the uninitiated. Faulty perspective though it may be, it is cause for exultation. You should cast aside modesty and bask in the glow of your accomplishment. But do not let your ambition wither in the shadow of satisfaction, unless, of course, you wish to remain an assistant forever. And I just have to do the alembic. Okay. And now Weaver. And did I attach the new gear? I did. Okay. So, if I can press the correct buttons to walk in the correct direction, this will be our last quest for the day. It shouldn't take too long since we already have a cotton actin. And materia to attach to it. Okay. So we managed to get all of the Gridanian jobs, so both combat and profession jobs done, as well as the profession jobs for Ul'dah. Not bad. That means that about half of our jobs were able to do the job quests in one stream. Back so soon? Tell me, what did our esteemed client have you make for him? I see. When did materia-enhanced garments become essential for gladiators, I wonder? Mayhap the talent of the exceedingly wealthy differ from those of the rest of us. Yes, that must be the way of it. And you say he didn't even bother to specify what type of materia he'd prefer? Feel free to use any kind. I highly doubt he will be able to tell the difference. But a question occurs to me. You are familiar with materia, yes? If not, consider paying a visit to the bonfire in central Thanolin. A goblin scholar resides there who is well versed in the ways of materia. I, meanwhile, am but a simple weaver, and wholly unversed in the ways of materia, so you can expect no such wisdom from me. Oh, and in case it wasn't obvious, I'm afraid we shan't be able to provide you with all the necessary materials. I suggest you search the markets, or you can travel all the way to Vilbrand, I suppose. There's no shortage of dodos there. Blah, words. I leave the matter in your capable hands. Okay, so now we need to make the cotton actin. Didn't I say we already have a cotton actin? Yeah. So we're going to put this, return to inventory, sort. Okay. We might as well since it's right here. So meld, determination, sure. Pray do not keep our honored client waiting any longer than necessary, for both our sakes. Sir, your actin is ready, if you would. Well, it appears to be satisfactory. I only hope it will survive my rigorous training regimen. I shall have one of my manservants deliver the payment on the morrow. In lieu of your customer's gratitude, allow me to express mine. Thank you, Arietta. I don't doubt that this has been an unenjoyable experience for you, but remember, while we are under no obligation to respect such clients, we must always be seen to respect their wishes. As I suspect you have begun to realize, appearances are akin to reality in this city. It is for this reason that our work is in such great demand. It is, after all, the weaver's task to make the world see the client as the client wishes to be seen. With that in mind, I must congratulate you on a job well done. When I watched that little turd saunter out of here, I almost mistook him for a gladiator. Quest complete! Alright, so we did Archer, Lancer, Conjurer, Leatherworker, Carpenter, Botanist, Miner, Goldsmith, Weaver, and Alchemist. 10 job quests in 2 hours. Not bad, not bad. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. We did exactly half of them, so we'll be able to do exactly another half of them on Friday. And perhaps a little more if we're speedy about it. All right. So this is where we will conclude today's stream. Thank you so very much for coming to join me. And a special thanks to an anonymous IRL friend for helping support my computer part replacement. I greatly appreciate it. We are 40% the way there. And yeah, it's hard to believe that we're already so far with such a big goal. The reason I am getting these parts, as I have mentioned previously, is because my computer is struggling to continue streaming, and I would like to continue streaming. It's very important to me. So, and thank you, Anna, for joining us today as our newest follower. I really appreciate that you were here. I'm going to see about getting captions on the rest of my scenes so that they're more accessible. Okay, so And finally, socials. If you enjoyed your time here and would like to see more content, please head over to my Beacons directory with the link either uh, in the About section on Twitch or in the chat currently. There you can find links to updates on Twitter, VODs on YouTube, tips on Ko-fi to help me afford that new computer, or gifts on Throne just to have something nice. Uh, for both Ko-fi and Throne, anytime you give a gift, it will appear live on screen. So if you want to do so anonymously, you are welcome to do so between streams. However, if you would like your gift to be shown on screen, it will happen in slightly delayed but almost real time during stream. So thank you again very much for everyone coming out, and I will see you next time, dear adventurers. Have a lovely week, and please try to uh, stay cool if you are in hot weather, such as I am, and stay warm if you are in cool weather, such as the southern hemisphere. All right. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.